Obviously, some just based on their position, some young guys in the secondary do have chances to play. Do you see, or what have you seen from the Lawrences and the Roses and the
Oh, those guys, they're just eager to learn. You know, they're almost too eager. You know, a lot of times they texting me. You know, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I don't got a class till 11. I'm still sleeping. You know, because I just got done workouts. Like, hey, can we watch film? Like, hey, man, I'm taking a nap. Catch me by 1 o'clock. You know, we can watch film then. But, you know, it's a good thing. It's not bad. You know, they always want to learn. And when we have our little practice out there amongst each other, you know, the guys are flying around. You know, they're fast learners. So I definitely think they're going to be able to help us this year.
Physically, they look good?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
From your perspective, how has Nico handled the position switch, and you think this will be better for him and better for King?
He's handled it well. You know, Nico doesn't say much, believe it or not, but he's handled it well. I think it's going to be good for him, you know, because he can cover ground, you know, laterally, cover a lot of ground. So I think it's a good transition for him. And he's a team player, so, you know, whatever he has to do for the team, I think he'll do it.
Looks like you're growing out your dreads a little bit. You trying to make them longer than Josh's last year?
Yeah, they're going to be longer than his eventually.
Do you feel like going into this season, T-Well, that you're underrated? I mean, you had a great second half of the year last year. You might argue you had a great year the whole way through, but people don't really talk about you as being the best defender, lockdown guy. Do you feel like you're underrated?
I feel like Auburn is underrated. Let me say that. I can care less what they say about me, but you know, as long as they ain't calling me soft. But as far as me being underrated, I don't pay attention to. But when you talk about the whole Auburn family, you know, then you're getting personal. So no, it just makes it a lot sweeter, you know, when you go out there and beat a team that they say you can't beat, you're not supposed to beat. You know, and that's what we want to work for. We're not saying we're going to run the table and beat anybody. We're not saying that, but we're going to be the best team that we can be.
So what have you heard about the team that's motivated you guys or fitted you, or thought, man, people just don't?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to last year. You know, they didn't pick us to beat, but now, you know, no Cam Newton, no Nick Fairley, so now they're like, they really don't have a chance, you know. You know, you just take that, put it into what you eat in the morning. I always put it into my breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it just piles me up. So every day at practice, I have a lot of energy. I'll be flying around. And on September 3rd, it'll be the same way. And hopefully the guys can feed off of that.
I know you're kind of joking about the soft thing, but I've heard you bring that up 3 or 4 times interviewing you. I mean, who used to dig you with that?
The whole coaching staff.
All right.
But I guarantee they don't dig me about that anymore.
Yeah, we haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, so as long as they ain't calling it soft, you know, I think that's any man don't want to be called soft, let alone playing football. So that's something you take personal. But when somebody talks about Auburn, then definitely take it personal.
I asked you about the young secondary guys, but there's some guys, linebacker, you know, in front seven too, that you've been around a little bit. You've seen a lot more of than the fans have.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the Whitakers, the Carters, and those guys who have to step in the role?
Well, Whitaker is a funny dude, but he works. He works hard. You know, Kenneth Carter, you know, Corey Lemon, there, D4, all those guys, you know, are trying to step up and be that guy this year. And we got 11 guys, you know, that have that mentality. Then it's just gonna bring nothing but success to not only the defense, but you know, Auburn as a team.